When you're seriously trying to do something in your personal life or in your business, but you're not seeing any positive results, in fact, you might even see negative results and face a lot of challenges and difficulties, but you keep on going, then all of a sudden you see something that comes into fruition and you just go, wow, this is really happening, and you see a positive result. That, my friend, is a breakthrough. Hello, I'm Fernando Sosa, and you're watching Mindset of Steel live show. In this episode, in this show, we encourage you to crush your limiting beliefs, punch fear in the face, and take massive action in your personal life and your business by focusing on the 80% psychology and 20% strategies. Today is episode number 11. And if this is your first time here, welcome. If you're watching on the replay, go ahead and type replay in the comments below. Let me know that you're here. And if you're watching on YouTube, consider clicking on the subscribe button and also liking this video, and show me some love by just liking it and clicking on the subscribe. Today, like I said, is episode number 11. I'm very excited to be here. And we're going to be talking about breakthroughs, and we're going to be sharing some breakthroughs and some tips based on experience on how I achieved some of those breakthroughs. And if you're open to sharing your breakthrough, go ahead and let me know, comment below, and I'll invite you in, and you can actually pop in on the live. Or if you just want to put it in the comments, you can share it that way. I'm very interested in learning some of your breakthroughs as well. You never know how sharing something could benefit somebody else by them listening or watching. You never really know. It could be something big or something small. But somebody that's listening or watching could be impacted in a big way, and you really never know. So it's always good to share. I encourage you to share if you have had a breakthrough. Who doesn't want a breakthrough? Everybody really wants a breakthrough. Everybody is striving to do something, either in personal life or in a business or work or anything, a relationship. There's always a struggle, and we're always trying to accomplish something. And when we actually are stuck, sometimes we may be giving up before we actually get to that breakthrough, and then we don't get to the goal. So I'm going to share with you. I've had some breakthroughs that I actually shared in previous episode, and I'm going to share something about my running experience and a breakthrough that I had there. And one thing that I wanted to share with you is that in retrospect, just looking back on the breakthrough that I had, I kind of reflected on it and see, why did I have this breakthrough? What lesson can I learn? And one thing that I've learned about that, and I'm going to share my screen here. One thing, I have 5 things that I learned from this breakthrough, and specifically my running breakthrough. I explained in the past that I was running. When I started running, I couldn't reach a certain distance because I ran out of breath, and then it got to a point where I actually reached my goal and broke my running record and just kept on going. So one of the things. The first thing that I experienced, that is a tip based on my experience that was very helpful for me, and that I hope that it could be helpful for you as well, is this. You have to have a goal. You have to have a goal for what you want to achieve, for what you want to get to. And it's not just any goal. I added here, make it a SMART goal. A SMART is an acronym that we talked about in other videos. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, result, relevant, and time bound. So I'm not going to get into the whole acronym. It's a framework for goal setting. But for example, if you have a goal of saying, I want to lose weight, that is a goal, okay? But a SMART goal would be more specific, more attainable. It'll be better. A SMART goal, instead of saying I want to lose weight, would be like, I want to lose 20 pounds by the end of the year 2020, or even more specific, by December 2020. So you see, you have a number, you have a date. So you're more specific, is more realistic. So it's better than a vague, I want to lose weight, because I want to lose weight can mean 1 ounce, 1 pound. It's not very specific. Uh, so in terms of getting to a breakthrough, you have to have a SMART goal, because otherwise you might be just going on with your life and being stuck, but you don't have a goal. So you might even miss the fact that you need a breakthrough, or even if you got the breakthrough, you might miss it because you don't really have a target. So you have to have a target, a goal. And you have to work on that goal. If you don't know what you want to do, you have to have that clarity to have a specific goal in mind. The other thing, my other tip is that you want to identify the breakthrough that is needed to achieve that goal. So once you have a set goal and you are working towards that goal, you have to identify and make an assessment where, if you need a breakthrough, if you're stuck. Because by identifying the breakthrough that you need, then you can work towards achieving that breakthrough. Okay, it just makes it more easier. The next thing is to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. If you're trying to get to something, but you're stuck and you're trying to get to that breakthrough, you have to acquire new skills, learn something, reach out, get more resourceful, right? Look, there's many resources, people, money, places. There's a lot of things out there that can help you with your breakthrough. So you have to invest in yourself, and that could be money, that could be people, time. Spend some time by yourself. Read books, attend a course, a training. Get a mentor. Invest in yourself. Because if you're trying to do the same things and you're trying to get a breakthrough, but you're just doing the same things, you're gonna burn yourself out. So you doing the same things over and over, it's not gonna be very helpful for you. So you might be better off acquiring the skills or the knowledge that you need to get to that next level, because you might be lacking some knowledge that you can just get by investing in yourself. Okay, so that's the third tip. The fourth tip is to quiet the noise. We live in a world where there's so many distractions. There's so many things to look at, so many people giving you information, so many trainers, so many coaches, so many programs, so many people's opinions, TV, social media, notifications, email. You have to focus on your goals. If you have all of these distractions, all this noise, it's going to be more difficult to achieve a breakthrough, to get to a breakthrough, because you're going to be distracted with all these other things. So again, this is me reflecting on how I got to my breakthrough. That was very helpful, to quiet the noise. And the last tip here is to visualize. And this I spoke about on the previous episode, is to visualize your outcome. Okay, so having a goal, identifying the breakthrough, invest in yourself, quiet the noise, and the last one, visualize your outcome. Visualizing your outcome is very important. You close your eyes, you have your goal already, and then you set yourself in your mind, visualizing yourself achieving that goal. How does it feel that you already are successful in that goal? That helps you when you're working towards that goal, and that helps you get your breakthrough. That has helped me in my running experience where I had my breakthrough. That's what helped me tremendously. So what I want to share with you a video that I recorded earlier where I was sharing my my running experience and how I got to my breakthrough. So take a look at this, and we'll talk about it next. I wanted to share with you this breakthrough that I had today that kind of blew my mind. I don't think it should, because you should expect breakthroughs if you're doing the work. But anyway, I've been sharing with you that I've been running, right, every day in the morning, and actually it's two breakthroughs really. But the big one, let me tell you the first one. The first one was on Saturday. On Saturday, I had my usual morning. My routine went fine. I ran in the morning, and then in the afternoon I went to this restaurant called Qdoba. That's a Mexican grill, Tex-Mex, similar to Chipotle, and I ate a dish called chicken protein bowl. I just like the name chicken protein balls. Like, oh, yep, I'm in. I'm gonna get it. So I got it. It was very good dish, and just like $10. It was pretty good. A lot of chicken, beans, and I don't know, the protein bowl. I didn't really think too much about it. I just like the name. I got it. It was delicious. And then the strange thing that happened was that in the afternoon on Saturday, I had like so much energy. I don't know if it's because of that dish that I had. I just don't know. But for the first time, I wanted to run again in the afternoon. So I had already done my daily run in the morning. I don't run twice a day. I don't even know if that's normal or a thing to run multiple times a day. I just had the energy and I just felt like running. So I ran. I ran again in the afternoon. And the interesting thing is I didn't expect to to run as far as I run normally, like my normal run. So, but I had the energy, so I just started my run, and I had so much energy, and I actually completed the same exact distance that I did in the morning, which was like I couldn't just believe it. And I was a little bit exhausted, more exhausted than I would in the morning, but I completed the distance. So that for me was a breakthrough that I was able to do it twice a day, the same run. But the big breakthrough came today, this morning, when like I said, I every 3 to 4 days, I try to extend the distance that I'm running. So if I reach a distance that is the farthest, I try to do it again 2 or 3 times before I try to go farther. Uh, so if you look at in the graph, so I have been improving in terms of the distance that I run every for the past four almost 5 weeks. So if you look at a curve of my improvement, it's a curve. It's a curve going up, right? Because every couple of days I have been improving. So there's a curve like that. It's a smooth curve. But today, when I was running in the morning and I was getting to my goal for the day, which was farther than what I would have done before, I had this energy. My breath was good. I wasn't exhausted. So I was going to reach my goal and I was running and I was like feeling like and thinking, wait a minute, I'm not exhausted. I'm looking at it. I know I'm going to make it. And in my mind, so I all of a sudden, I kept on running and I started stretching, throwing punches in the air and stretching. And I'm like, and I had so much energy and I was not exhausted. My main thing with running that keeps me from going farther is not so much the physical, like my legs or my body, but it's more like my breath. Like I run out of breath. I don't know if that's cardio, but so the breath, the breathing is like when I'm exhausted, like when I first started running a couple of weeks ago, and I reached my what the farthest I can go, I ran out of breath. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't even swallow. I had to spit because I don't have enough breath to even like breathe. I was like exhausted, and that's where I reached my limit. So anyway, today when I reached my limit, I was still going. So I was like, oh my God. And then I kept on going. So I passed the goal. And then it was like a ridiculous. I thought I was going to maybe go a block, maybe half a block or a block more. I went farther and I just kept on going and going and going. And I was like smiling inside and laughing. Like I was laughing. I even like was smiling at cars passing by because I was like just going and going. And I couldn't believe how far I went. I was going that I already reached my goal, and I just kept on going. So I normally I stop, I stop my run because I reach my goal, and then I walk home. Today I ran all the way home. I didn't even stop. So it was nonstop, my full route. And when I got to my house, before going into the house, I was and I still felt my breathing was good. Like I could actually continue going. So that's gonna be tomorrow or the next day. I'm gonna continue. I'll try to continue because I know now that my breathing was good. So I'm home. I'm like, wow, I was in shock. I have never, because if you will look at a curve, right, the way that I improve, like I said, it was a curve. But today, that curve all of a sudden went like this. because the change that I improved was so big compared to what I've been going, the improvements that I've had in the past couple of weeks. So it was like this. I was like, oh wow. So that really felt good. Felt so. I mean, I really, and I was. It was awesome. I hope that you feel this breakthrough in something the way I felt it. And it doesn't have to be in running, it could be in anything. And that's kind of what I've learned about this, just kind of reflecting about it. Because I've been running and trying and trying and trying, didn't give up. I kept on running every day. And then all of a sudden this big jump, this big breakthrough happened. And I can see that happening in other things that you're trying. You're going little baby step, but one of us, all of a sudden something takes off, and that is the breakthrough that I think I hope to have in other areas, and I hope that you have the same thing. One way to describe it, like what happened today, is like if you imagine like a water faucet and the water draining, going down the drain, the water slowly going down the drain, and all of a sudden there's the water, there's something clogging the drain, and all of a sudden it unclogs and all the water just starts going down the drain, and it just flows. That's kind of how I felt. And I can imagine, I don't know if it's my heart or something, if the physiology of it, but my heart and my breathing was so good that I was just kept on going all of a sudden. So I think that's a good thing, that a lesson that I'm something that I'm reflecting on now. Anything that I'm trying to do, the breakthroughs are there. Just don't give up, keep on going, and you'll reap what you sow. The rewards, are going to come. So I hope this serves you in some way. Don't give up and stay positive, my friends. Thanks. Bye. Okay, so that was me sharing my running breakthrough, and I hope that inspired you in some way. And just to show you how, again, when I started my journey, I started at 0, and then I got to I reached the plateau, and then I was stuck there, and then my breakthrough came, and that's when I started running more and more, and I'm enjoying it every single time that I'm running. It's awesome. So the goal is to have these types of breakthroughs in different areas of my life, right? In business, and every area, personal, every area. But so these 5 tips, I hope that are helpful, just to think about those 5 tips. Because if you don't have, again, if you're not organized and you're just doing things, random actions, it's going to be more challenging. So it's very helpful for me now when I'm trying to do something else, and I know that I set a goal, I identify the breakthrough, I follow all of these tips, right? And it's much helpful for me. So like I mentioned in the video, I started running right after I got to my breakthrough. I just kind of ran. So here's a quick little 1 minute video where I did a collage of every day, every morning I was recording myself running. So I had my goal, my daily goal. It was like a day or every 2 days I had a goal, up to the point where I ran the half a marathon. So take a look at it. I'll go for my morning run, and I'm gonna aim at 4 miles. Okay, so getting ready for my morning run. Yesterday I did 4 miles, 4.02. Is it possible I can do 5 miles today? Today I'm going to shoot for 6 miles. I'm going to try again to do 7 miles. And my goal for today was 8 miles. Today is 9-mile run. Today I'm going for 10 miles. Today is an 11-mile goal. Today I'm going to shoot for 12 miles. Today is a 13-mile goal. Here we go. Yes. 13 miles. Let's make it 13.1. Make it official, half marathon. All right. So that was my running journey and my breakthrough. So I hope you like that. And again, it motivates you, inspires you to keep on trying. Don't give up in whatever it is that you're trying to do. Your breakthrough is right there. You just organize yourself. Maybe the tips will help you. I'm very curious. Have you had any breakthroughs during COVID? This has been a challenging time for all of us, and I'm curious. If you want to share, go ahead and share. I like to know. Just comment below. What breakthroughs have you had during COVID? This running breakthrough was during COVID. I just started running. I ran 5 years ago, but then I stopped, and then I started now during COVID. I started running again. So that's my COVID breakthrough. So let me know what your thoughts are and what breakthroughs, if you want to share. And so that's about all we're going to talk about today. Just to recap, I talked about breakthroughs. If you want to watch the replay, if you joined us a little late, watch the replay. If you're watching on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification icon so you'll be notified when I go live. And go ahead and like it as well. I appreciate you for being here, for watching this. Thank you for being here. Next week, we're going to talk about the threshold of pain. It's a very interesting topic. And if you're interested in having some special content, go to our website, mindsetofsteel.com, and sign up there for bonus content and to be notified when we have special guests and when we go live off schedule. We go during the week. We might go live, and if you're on our list, you're part of the community and you are more up to date of what we're doing. Thank you again, and see you on the next episode of Mindset of Steel. Thank you. Bye-bye.